Hey, it's Becca. Join me today as we begin decorating the kitchen for summer. Sometimes it's hard to believe that our kitchen once looked like this. And here's what it looks like today. Made a few changes over the last 10 years that we've lived here, like painting the cabinets, closing in the soffit, taking down the microwave and adding the wood hood, and then removing this cabinet and opting for the open shelves instead. Eventually I painted the countertops to resemble Calicut marble, and I also added this faux brick backsplash. I simply hot glued it to our existing tile backsplash. You can find it at Lowe's or Home Depot. They sell it in 4x8 panels. In fact, they now sell it white. When we purchased it, they were brown bricks, so I had to prime and paint them. And then I eventually added a little bit of joint compound around each brick just to give it more of an authentic look. So that's the little backstory on this corner. I'm going to show you the items that I have and we'll get started decorating. Coffee cups are always a go-to of mine when it comes to shelf styling in the kitchen. They're such a great filler, inexpensive, and sometimes I'll stack them or just leave them side by side. Another go-to of mine when decorating kitchen shelves are really pretty pictures. I love how dainty this one is. Pretty sure I found it at Home Goods several years ago. I also like adding glass to our shelves. These cute bottles are from IKEA, and then I have simple stemware. And then of course I have to add in a little color, going with blue just to tie in with what I'm doing around the rest of the house. Can you believe I found these really pretty bowls at Dollar Tree? And then of course I have to add in some greenery. This faux plant is from IKEA, as is its container. And then a lot of times if I need to give it height, I'll either place it on a little stack of plates like that, or a book. This little faux book is from Dollar General, and I think I found it last fall. I didn't share this board earlier, but I decided to layer it right here just to bring in a little bit of warmth. So this is what they look like. One thing is I've got to have my balance, and I'm trying to embrace asymmetry a bit more. However, my symmetry is still very apparent. For example, when I have something on the right side, I have to have the same thing on the left in some fashion, but I love doing the diagonal method. So I've got my picture there, upper right, which means I have a picture lower left. I have my pretty new bowls right there. So diagonally up, I have the other two. I have my stemware there, diagonally down, the glass bottles there. And while I don't have greenery here, I only have it up there, still I have the white container. So in my mind, having the white coffee cups there helps to balance and tie it together. Shelves done. Now we can add a few things to the peg rack. I found this several years ago. I will link one down below. I think everybody needs a peg rack in their kitchen. It's just a fun little way to add accents, pop of color, practical items, or just decorative accessories. I found these really pretty dish towels recently at Home Goods, pack of 3 for, I believe, $9.99. I thought I'd pair them with one of these, this very simple white dish towel. Love that fringe trim. I also have this board, found this a couple of years ago. I like hanging it from the peg rack simply because of its large opening. And then I have this here for spring, but I love to layer it because the white bristles will tie in with the white dish towels. I know this looks pretty basic, but I do think I'm gonna keep it this way. Sometimes I'll hang a little picture there, but because I've got my bristle brush there that already makes your eye go up a little bit, I don't know that I'm gonna do that. I may go back and do that later, but I like how the dish towels line up with the board. And then again, I've got that little pop of white layered against the board to tie in with the dish towels. Now I chose to put the towels on that side because I have the bowl up there. So again, with that diagonal method, and then how I have the board up there adding the warmth, that's why I added that board there diagonally, just to kind of tie it all together. And then down on the countertop, a lot of times I'll add canisters or something right here, but I think I'm gonna leave it just like that and we'll focus on that little corner. On second thought, I decided to bring back these little salt and pepper ceramic cellars. I don't put our salt and pepper in there. I just like how they look, and visually, I don't think they take up too much space right there. I love styling this corner, whether I'm adding a tray back there or a lamp for a little bit of ambiance. But let's say you don't have a tray. If you have a dish towel or dishcloth, that can serve the same purpose. So the first thing I do is I'll just lay the dish towel just like that at an angle to the corner, mimicking how my tray would look. Then I'll start adding my items and then we'll adjust this later. First of which is this little vase that I have filled with faux flowers. And then I have this really pretty cake stand. Love that beaded edge. That's gonna go right here. And to the cake stand, I'm gonna add some little faux treats. I've had these, a few of those, and a couple of these for years. But look at these adorable croissants that I recently purchased. I'll link them below. They are so cute. There's a couple of different kinds. All right, I messed around with the treats a little bit more. Now I'm gonna add this glass cloche right on top. And then I'm just gonna add a stack of plates along with these really cute bowls that I recently found at Home Goods. I love their shape. They're taller versus wide. And then I can mess around with my dish towel. So I ended up changing the angle of the dishcloth, so I've got the point coming out from the middle. So you can just kind of, play around with it a little bit. And if you don't like it this way, I'll show you another way. Or you just place it under one item, just scrunch it up and play with it. I kind of like it like this because now it's a little further diagonally away from the dish towels that I added over on the peg rack. Now to add something behind the cooktop. In fact, I'm bringing back a piece that I had here last summer. I'm pretty sure I did. Found this at Marshall's a million years ago, but I just love it. It's got the blue accents, the French script, and I just like that it's that postcard look. But I do think it'll be fun here for summer. We have one more little spot to decorate right here to the left of the cooktop. Starting with this little faux book. And then I'm bringing back this pitcher filled with utensils. And then another little pitcher filled with wooden ones. And then of course I have to add some blue. That's where these adorable Spode spice jars will come in handy. I have this one and this one. I found them at Goodwill a few years ago and I wish I had more. Thanks for joining me today. As always, I really appreciate your company. Before you go, it would mean the world to me if you would consider subscribing to my channel. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.